Hello and welcome to another day of walking with Jesus as we continue to look at the Gospel of Luke, chapter 17. We're going to finish off 17 today. We're going to see the end of the explanation of that day, the day of the Son of Man. And while we're looking at a fairly large section, it's sort of repeating the same idea with a slightly different emphasis each time. So we'll just cover this whole thing today. So at verse 26, Luke 17:26, just as it was in the days of Noah, so it will be in the days of the Son of Man. They were eating and drinking and marrying and being given in marriage until the day when Noah entered the ark and the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, just as it was in the days of Lot, they were eating and drinking, buying and selling, planting and building. But on the day when Lot went out from Sodom, fire and sulfur rained from heaven and destroyed them all. So will it be on the day when the Son of Man is revealed. On that day, let no one who is on the housetop with his goods in the house not come with his goods in the house, not come down to take them away. And likewise, let the one who is in the field not turn back. Remember Lot's wife. Whoever seeks to preserve his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life will keep it. I tell you that in that night there will be two in one bed, one will be taken and the other left. There will be two women grinding together, one will be taken and the other left. And they said to him, Where, Lord? And he said to them, Where the corpse is, there the vultures will gather. I'm just going to skip that portion, but the idea there is it's going to be obvious when the day comes. Just as where the corpse is, the vultures gather, it'll be obvious where in that day. But, so here's the thing. Just as it was in the day of Noah, so will it be in the days of the Son of Man. Now remember, this is the second coming, the days of the Son of Man when he returns. And remember that in the days of Noah, it was about 120 years that Noah was building the ark. It was about 120 years that Noah was preparing for this and that he was letting people know there was going to be a flood. And just as in the days of Noah, they ignored that message, saying, well, nothing's happening, nothing's going on, don't even know what you're talking about, crazy old man. And so that may be the case for us. Just as in the days of Noah, people will be saying, Jesus isn't coming, crazy old man, crazy young man, crazy young woman, crazy old woman. What do you think? And they're just going to go about their business, and then judgment will come. It will come. The sureness of judgment is what is being talked about here. Likewise, just as it was in the day of Lot, they were eating and drinking, buying and selling, planting and building. Normal routines of life were happening. It was just business as usual. And then all of a sudden, fire and sulfur rained from heaven. And this is perhaps burning sulfur rained from heaven and destroyed them all. So will it be on the day when the Son of Man is revealed. Judgment is going to come. It's going to be instant. People are going to be doing their thing. They're going to be thinking perhaps that they have escaped judgment, that there is no judgment, all those kinds of things. But the sureness and the certainty of that day and of that judgment is what's in mind here. And so therefore, on that day, let the one who is on the housetop with his goods in the house not come down to take them away. And likewise, let the one who is in the field not turn back. Remember Lot's wife. So once again, the idea is don't allow material possessions to be more important to you than your own life. And your life is summed up in whether or not you accept the teaching of Jesus and the Son of Man who will come. And so we want to be about doing those things and not allowing material possessions to control what we do. Then we see whoever seeks to preserve his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life will keep it. And we have the idea there that even our life, even if we're trying to save our own life instead of doing what Jesus would have us to do, then judgment will fall on us as well. So, and it's a judgment that will perhaps even separate two people who are very like-minded in every way. I tell you, it says in that night there will be two in bed, and one will be taken and the other left, and there will be two women grinding, and one will be taken and the other left. So the idea here is that we can be very similar to the people in the world going about business of life and living, but God knows whom we serve. God knows our hearts. He knows the intentions of our heart, and there will be a separation that takes place in this time. And make sure that you are focused on Jesus first and foremost, that you don't allow anything to cloud your view of Jesus or to come between you and Jesus. Make sure that you are really focused on being pleasing and acceptable to him, that you are living a manner worthy of the good news, which is what I'm preaching about on Sunday. So just because judgment is delayed, just because the Son of Man has not yet returned, doesn't mean he won't. When he comes, everyone will know, and there will be a great separation. Those who are longing for his coming will see him and rejoice, and those who have rejected him and have acted as though he doesn't exist and he's not real and there is no Messiah, there is no God, there is no King, they will be carried away to judgment. So, as you walk with Jesus today, make sure you walk with your eye on the prize of the upward calling. Make sure that you walk in a manner worthy of the gospel that you have received, and make sure that you are trusting in Jesus Christ for your salvation. For there is no other name under heaven by which all people must be saved. Well, God bless you as you walk with Jesus doing his will in your day-to-day affairs.